Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Geno. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Smith. This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. And leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Inside handoff, Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now it's Smith. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing is Smith. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing again here, Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll run with a 29-year-old Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The kick by McManus is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Geno now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. They're definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he won 104, 53-1 in the regular season, threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns, a Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks, and of course led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
on 2nd and 7. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it in.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one, all together, and get it all the way.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Ryan Tannehill with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. and they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Now a first carry, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is try to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convinced?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Geno. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver's offense now set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw again is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Sauber from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Get another look at Seattle's offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They run again with Walker. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Smith. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Out near the sideline, here's DK Metcalf with it. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
For the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we give up the middle to Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Touchdown! hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he finds Penny. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They set up the screen to Penny. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Smith now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Penny, a 1st down carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Geno on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
And Smith's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now Smith. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll run with Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Denver, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.